Introduction to Claude Code features. Welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing. I produce videos daily covering a wide variety of cloud topics with focus on networking. Also, hit the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Today we are diving into 3 powerful features of Claude Code that extend its capabilities in different ways: skills, projects, and the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. Understanding the differences between these 3 features is crucial for maximizing your productivity with Claude Code. Each of these features serves a distinct purpose and operates at different levels of the Claude Code ecosystem. Skills provide specialized task execution capabilities. Projects offer contextual workspace management with custom instructions and knowledge bases. MCP enables external integrations and tool extensions through a standardized protocol. Throughout this presentation, we will explore each feature in depth, examining how they work, when to use them, and how they complement each other to create a comprehensive development environment. Claude Skills definition and purpose. Now let's examine Claude Skills, which are specialized task execution modules designed to handle specific types of work within Claude Code. Think of skills as pre-built capabilities that you can invoke when you need to perform particular tasks. Skills are self-contained units of functionality that come with their own instructions, prompts, and execution logic. When you invoke a skill, Claude Code loads that skill's specific instructions and operates within the constraints and capabilities defined for that skill. The primary purpose of skills is to provide focused, expert-level assistance for specialized tasks without cluttering the main conversation context. For example, you might have a skill for generating HTML presentations, another for reviewing pull requests, or one for writing comprehensive documentation. Skills are particularly useful when you have repetitive tasks that require consistent formatting, structure, or approach. Instead of explaining the requirements every time, you invoke the skill and it already knows exactly how to handle the task according to its predefined instructions. In the current environment, we have access to a skill called Presentation, which provides HTML presentation generation capabilities following specific formatting rules and structural requirements. When invoked, this skill knows exactly how to create slide presentations with proper narration panels, mermaid diagrams, navigation controls, and all the technical details required for a professional presentation. Claude Projects definition and purpose. Moving on to Claude Projects. These represent a fundamentally different approach to extending Claude Code capabilities compared to skills. A project is a contextual workspace that provides persistent custom instructions and knowledge to every conversation within that project. Projects are designed to maintain long-term context about specific codebases, development efforts, or domains of work. When you create a project, you define custom instructions that tell Claude how to behave when working in this particular context, along with a knowledge base of relevant documentation, style guides, or reference materials. The purpose of projects is to eliminate repetitive context setting at the start of each session. Instead of explaining your coding standards, architectural patterns, or project-specific requirements every time you start working, those instructions are automatically loaded as part of the project context. Projects excel at maintaining consistency across multiple work sessions. If you are developing a specific application with particular framework choices, naming conventions, or architectural patterns, the project ensures Claude understands and respects these choices in every interaction. For example, you might create a project for your web application that includes instructions about using TypeScript, following specific component structure patterns, adhering to accessibility standards, and writing tests in a particular style. Every time you work within that project, Claude automatically understands these requirements without you repeating them. Projects also serve as knowledge containers. You can add documentation, API references, architectural decision records, or any other text-based resources that Claude should consult when working on tasks within that project. This creates an intelligent workspace that understands not just general programming concepts, but the specific details of your particular codebase and requirements. MCP, Model Context Protocol Definition. Now we arrive at MCP, the Model Context Protocol, which represents the most flexible and powerful extension mechanism in the Claude Code ecosystem. MCP is an open protocol that allows Claude Code to connect to external services, tools, and data sources through standardized interfaces. The Model Context Protocol defines a common language for communication between Claude Code and external systems. Instead of being limited to the built-in tools that come with Claude Code, MCP enables integration with virtually any service or tool that implements the protocol. MCP servers are separate processes that expose specific capabilities to Claude Code through the protocol. A server might provide access to a database, integration with a cloud platform, connection to a project management system, or any other functionality you want to make available to Claude. The power of MCP lies in its standardization. Once a tool or service implements the MCP protocol, it can be used by Claude Code and any other MCP-compatible client without custom integration work. This creates an ecosystem where developers can build and share MCP servers that extend Claude Code capabilities in unlimited ways. MCP servers can provide three types of resources: tools, prompts, and resources. Tools are functions that Claude can invoke to perform actions like querying a database or calling a PI. Prompts are reusable prompt templates for common tasks. Resources are data sources that Claude can read from, such as documentation repositories or configuration files. What makes MCP particularly powerful is that it operates at runtime, meaning you can add or remove MCP servers without modifying Claude Code itself. You configure which MCP servers to use in your settings, and Claude Code automatically discovers and makes available all the tools, prompts, and resources those servers provide. This architectural approach transforms Claude Code from a standalone tool into a platform that can integrate with your entire development ecosystem, cloud infrastructure, internal tools, and custom workflows. Comparison skills versus projects versus MCP. Now that we have explored each feature individually, let's compare them directly to understand when to use each one. This comparison table highlights the key differences in scope, persistence, configuration, use cases, and implementation. Looking at scope, skills operate at the task level, providing specialized capabilities for specific types of work. Projects operate at the workspace level, defining the context for an entire codebase or development effort. MCP operates at the integration level, connecting Claude Code to external systems and services. Regarding persistence, skills are session-specific, meaning they run for a single task execution and then complete. Projects are workspace persistent, maintaining their context across all sessions within that project indefinitely. MCP is globally persistent, as MCP servers remain available across all projects and sessions as long as they are configured. For configuration complexity, skills are simple to use because they come pre-built. You just invoke them by name. Projects require medium complexity configuration where you need to write custom instructions and potentially add knowledge base documents. MCP has the highest configuration complexity as you need to install MCP server software, configure connection settings, and potentially set up external services. The typical use cases differ significantly. Skills excel at specialized tasks like generating presentations, reviewing pull requests, creating documentation, or performing standardized analysis. Projects are ideal for codebase-specific context where you need to maintain architectural patterns, coding standards, framework-specific guidance, or domain knowledge across multiple work sessions. MCP shines when you need external integrations such as database access, cloud platform control, custom tool integration, or API connections to internal systems. Finally, the implementation approach varies. Skills are implemented through predefined task modules provided by Claude Code or custom skill definitions. Projects are implemented through configuration files containing custom instructions and knowledge base references. MCP is implemented through server processes that follow the Model Context Protocol specification, which can be written in any programming language. Understanding these differences helps you choose the right feature for each situation, or combine multiple features for comprehensive functionality. When to use each feature. Let me provide practical guidance on when to use each feature based on real-world development scenarios. Understanding the decision criteria will help you architect an effective Claude Code workflow. The decision flow diagram walks you through the selection process. Start by asking yourself what problem you are trying to solve. The first question is whether you need to perform a specialized, repetitive task. If yes, you need a specialized repetitive task, then skills are your best choice. Skills provide expert-level execution for tasks like presentation generation, code review, documentation creation, or any other standardized task that requires specific formatting, structure, or approach. Invoke the skill, provide the necessary context, and let the skill handle the details according to its specialized instructions. If no, you are not solving a specialized repetitive task, then move to the next question. Do you need persistent workspace context? This means asking whether you will be working on this codebase or problem domain across multiple sessions and need Claude to remember specific instructions, patterns, or knowledge. If yes, you need persistent workspace context, then projects are the right choice. Create a project with custom instructions about your coding standards, architectural patterns, framework preferences, and testing requirements. Add relevant documentation to the knowledge base. Every subsequent session within this project will automatically benefit from this context without you repeating the information. If no, you do not need persistent workspace context. Move to the third question. Do you need external tool integration? Are you trying to connect Claude Code to a database, cloud platform, internal API, or other external system that requires runtime interaction? If yes, you need external tool integration. Then MCP is the solution. Configure an MCP server that provides the necessary connectivity, whether that is a pre-built server for popular services or a custom server you implement for your specific tools. Once configured, Claude can invoke these external capabilities as naturally as it uses built-in tools. If none of these conditions apply, you answered no to all three questions, then you can use standard Claude Code without these extensions. The base Claude Code functionality is powerful on its own for general coding tasks, questions, file operations, and problem solving that does not require specialized repetitive execution, persistent workspace context, or external integrations. In practice, you will often combine these features. You might work within a project that defines your workspace context, occasionally invoke skills for specialized tasks, and have MCP servers configured to access your cloud infrastructure or databases. These features are complementary and designed to work together seamlessly. Thank you for your attendance. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video.